Welcome to another episode of Why Westward. I'm your host, Jean Garcia, Assistant Athletic Director of Communication, and I'm joined here with Xavier Gagnon, men's soccer team. Xavier, how you doing today?
Good, and you?
Good. Super stoked to have you
Yeah.
on the podcast. Super excited for this. Just like every other Western, Why Western podcast, this is all about you. We just want to get to know you a little bit better. So first things first, tell some of our viewers a little bit about yourself. Where you're from, where you grew up, kind of your passion for soccer. Where did it begin?
Okay. So my name's Xavier. I'm 20 years old. I'm a junior here at Western, and I'm from. All right. So I say to everyone that I'm from Montreal, but it's not really true. I'm from like
Oh,
the suburbs of it, so like
okay.
maybe like 30, 45 minutes away from it. I grew up in a small town
Gotcha.
there, and I don't know. I've played soccer since I was very young. I've just been living for it. My parents always tell me I'm a little too intense about it.
Yeah,
Like I'd say that I don't know. I just been loving soccer. That's what got me here.
for
So
sure.
yeah.
And so you say young, like when you say young, you're 3 years old, 5 year old, like seven, like how
Mm,
how how young were you?
I was probably four or five when I started. I have some
Okay.
pictures of me very
Oh
young
yeah.
kicking a ball.
And was
Yeah.
it just like for fun, or did your parents like, oh, you're gonna love soccer and kind of throwing you into
My parents made me try a bunch of different sport. I
it? Okay.
did karate for a while for some reason. I played basketball, I played soccer, but I think I don't know, with time I just realized soccer was more my
Yeah,
calling.
for sure.
Yeah.
And so here, obviously, in the Western soccer team, you play forward.
hmm
And so was that the case growing up? Like for you, were you always a natural, like I want to score, or were
Yeah.
you?
No, actually, no. I've played probably like everybody, every position a little bit, but I was more of a midfielder my whole life. I was more of like a central slash attacking midfielder.
Okay.
And I don't know, someday when I was 16, I think, my coach tried me up top as a striker and I started scoring goals and he
Yeah.
told me, he was like, yep, that's where you're gonna play for the rest of your life now. So I was like, okay, deal. Sounds good with
Heck yeah.
me.
So in the midfield, kind of more box to box then?
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
yeah, I'd say I can defend a little bit
Yeah.
sometimes. And then I with the ball, I like to move it forward and create some things. So yeah, I was more of a box to box. I like it.
Awesome.
Good knowledge.
Yeah. I'm trying to get you like y'all. And so you say, growing up midfield, then transition into
hmm
forward. At what point was that middle school? Was that high school?
Oh, it was definitely like late in high school.
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't been a forward for that long, maybe like 4 or 5 years. So yeah, definitely
Okay.
probably sophomore, junior year of high school, something around there.
Gotcha. And so, getting that transition to go into forward, was it kind of like, oh man, like I missed the midfield, or you're like, oh no, I'll score. Like,
Oh, I was pissed.
oh
I
really?
was very mad at my coach. I was like, because I like getting on the ball. I like
Yeah,
getting a
yeah.
lot of touches. And as a striker, you don't get
Yeah,
I mean, you get a good amount of, but not as much as a midfielder.
for
And you,
sure.
so I was pretty mad at him. But then I started scoring goals. I started seeing results. And then I don't know,
Yeah.
just took
Okay,
it.
coach.
It's like, all
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll stay there.
For sure. And so was that both club and high school, or was that just high school?
It was just club,
Oh,
actually.
okay, just
Club. And then high school, I played midfielder pretty much the whole
so you
time.
got to get some touches in.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
had the opportunity to. But yeah, I don't know. It was just club. I think he saw something in me, I guess.
for sure. And so you say your coach saw something in you. So for you though, at what point did you realize like I'm that guy? Like I can do this at a higher level.
I I don't think there was ever a point where I realized I was like that. I think it was more of like I said, I'm very, very passionate about soccer
For sure.
and I just think at some point I just realized there's no other choice. I'm gonna play as at the highest level I can and I'm just gonna try to make it a living out of it. So I think it's just been and I've seen the results so far.
Yeah.
So I don't think there was ever
Yeah.
a point where I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. That's fair. Like that, you got that humble mentality
Yeah,
going into it.
try to.
And so, at what point, obviously, you said you didn't really have that clear consensus or
hmm
clear minded that you were like, oh, yeah, I can do this. But at what point did you start hearing some chatters from some schools like trying to recruit you?
For college?
Yeah, for college.
It was actually a very funny story about it. It was never my intention to go to college
Oh,
in the
wow, really?
US. It was just more of so I was playing club with my team and during a game, an agent came over to watch a game, but he came over to watch a guy on the opposing team, like not me. And I scored a hat trick that game.
So you
So
went
he
crazy.
yeah, so and
Yeah,
I didn't know, I had no idea it was there. And then he came back another time without telling me. I didn't know any of them. And I
yeah,
scored like 2 goals, I think, that game too. So then he reached out and he was like, I really like what I see. Would you be interested in going to the US? And it was like he gave me like 5 minutes. Like it was a split decision. He was
Yeah.
like, Would you want to work with me or not?" And I just said, "Yeah, let's go. Let's do it."
Yeah.
So then that's from that point on, he started reaching out to schools, sending my highlights, sending some games. And that's when I started getting some interested.
For
Yeah.
sure. Awesome. So you start getting some interest, start hearing some chatter. And how is that process like? Obviously, you had an agent
hmm
there kind of helping you out, but for you, what was that process like?
It was, I'd say, very overwhelming, I think, because at that time I didn't speak that good of an English. So
Okay.
like talking with coaches all the time, like getting on phone calls, it
Kind of nerve
was,
wracking.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was very nerve-wracking. It was new to me also. So, and it was so quick. Like I think he told me, "Oh, we're gonna start working together." And then within a week I was on a phone with like four different coaches and I was like struggling to talk and like,
Yeah. Yeah.
take notes of like who's like which coach are from where are the school, what is good, what could be a good fit for me.
For
So
sure.
I think the whole process was very overwhelming. But as I said, I got really lucky because my agent helped me a lot, my parents helped me a lot. I got a
Yeah.
lot of help throughout the process. So
Awesome. So obviously you start hearing from colleges, start
hmm
hearing from coaches. When does Western kind of get into the mix?
um I'd say probably in the middle of the recruiting process. I talked to like couple of coaches at first, and then Western got in. My agent told me like, "Oh, I'm gonna put you on with Eric Johnson, which just retired, but it was my coach for the past 2.5 years." 3 years actually. And he said he's a great guy. He loves what he sees in you. Like we would want to set up a call with him. So I was like, yeah, okay, great. So we set up a call, and the call went great. I really liked EJ. I like this vibe, and yeah, I think that's been probably midway through the process.
For sure. So
Western
midway
got.
through the process, so you start talking with
hmm
Western with EJ. Shout out EJ.
Shout out him.
Happy retirement.
Yeah.
And so you start talking with him. At what point did you have an official visit? Like,
Yeah, I did.
and so how was that visit? How did it look like?
It was. I'm telling. I think the best word for this whole process was like overwhelming and super quick.
Yeah.
Like I got on a call with him, it went great. I got an offer within like 2 days of it, and then I told him I was like, "Oh, can I have like a little bit of time
Yeah.
to like take the decision?" He was like, "Oh, like if you want to come on a visit, like you have to a week to answer." I was like, "Oh, okay, this is real." So then I came on a visit here with my dad during Lincoln's birthday, so we had the whole campus basically for
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
And the visit went great. I loved it. I met with EJ. I met with the guys. I got a tour of the facilities, and I
For sure.
just loved it. Yeah.
Awesome. And so for you, what were some of the biggest things you were looking for in a program?
Um. Oh, that's a good question. I'd say good chemistry with the guys. I think this is the main thing. If you don't get along with the guys, you're not gonna have a good
Yeah,
team. Good coaching, and I really like DJ's mentality. He's more like of a, work hard coach, and I like it. That's how I am. So I think those are the main things I was looking for, and then high level, obviously. So when I first watched the training, I remember coming back with my dad, and I was like, "Yep, I like what I
for sure.
saw."
Yeah, 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 just a high level. And so that
Yeah,
was kind of your why, just like
yeah.
all those things.
hmm
Um, and so for you, we kind of talked a little bit off camera. So remind me your major.
Exercise science.
And so how has Western kind of helped set you up for success? Obviously
hmm
off the outside in athletics, but inside with the classroom, how's Western help you?
Um, I'd say that they help me. They are giving a lot of opportunities. Like I'm not a senior yet, so I don't need an internship yet, but they've kept reaching out to like tell us that there's that many internships
Yeah,
available, and they've helped me meet a lot of people at Western and outside of campus. Like teacher have been like helping us a lot. You can clearly see like they want us to succeed. They want us to like learn things, and I think that's how they're helping us a
for
lot.
sure. Well, that's awesome to hear. I've obviously like we were talking about. I met with a lot of different student athletes, and
hmm
it's really cool to hear you guys' stories of kind of how you've been helped set up for
Yeah.
success. And so, um, for you, how do you think like how do you think this chemistry with the guys is kind of how did it help with your decision? If
Oh,
that makes
I
sense.
think it was a maybe 70% of the
Oh,
decision.
like
Yeah. So when I came on my visit, um, he like left me to go hang out with them. I remember it was Marco actually. Shout out Marco. Marco took me in his car and we went to the dorms and I chilled with the guys for like an hour or two. And I was very nervous at the time because I wasn't really good at English. All this was
yeah.
new to me.
And how
But
old are you at this time?
at the time of my visit, I was 16,
Six,
maybe
16.
early
Yeah,
17s.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
really young. And I don't know, I just met the guys. I clicked with them. I went to dinner with them. It was really nice. There was actually I got lucky because the keeper that was there at the time, Yusu, was from France, so he spoke French, and the assistant coach was also from France.
Yeah.
So like it helped me a little bit because I could actually ask real question in my real
Yeah.
language.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the chemistry was straight when I got there. I really matched with the
Yeah.
guys, and
Yeah.
that helped me a lot through my
Oh, that's
decision.
awesome. And so how do you think now with the team now, and kind of shifting a
Hmm.
little bit from our script or whatnot,
Yeah.
but how's the team kind of help you? You've been here for this is your third, you're going into your
Hmm.
fourth. How's it been? Like you've been able to see kind of growth
Hmm.
from the team, and obviously for you as a player, how's that been?
Mm. It's been great. I think I've met a lot of different guys from different places that helped me like get better on and off the field, just like soccer wise and mentally wise. There's a lot of guys that've been from like international, so you get different visions from them and different mentality and different things, and I really liked it. And the guys have just so we have a little core of guys that have been here for the same amount of time as me, and
For
we've
sure.
just been pushing ourselves for the past 3 years, and we just really want to do better and get
Yeah,
better, and we're just trying to get the team together and bring it together, and the chemistry's been great. So
that's
yeah,
awesome.
I've been growing with them a lot.
Still kind of like a band of brothers right
Yeah,
there.
really, I think I'd take a bullet for them.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's cool to hear. And so, this next segment we have for you is rapid fire. So these
Okay,
next
I'm
questions,
there.
are about you, about your teammates, and just quick answers,
Okay,
trying to pick your brain a little bit.
okay.
So the first question, and there's no disrespect to your teammates in advance, but who's your favorite teammate?
Favorite one? Oh, that's hard. I'm gonna get yelled at my house for that. Um, on or off the field?
We'll say both. We'll say both.
Okay. On the field, that's a tough one. Joel
Joel
McIntyre,
McIntyre.
my captain, my teammate. I think he just gives everything. Rapid fire, I'm gonna keep it quick. And then
Yeah.
off the field, I'd say probably Diego. Diego is really funny. I
Diego.
really get along with him.
Okay, so we say rapid fire, but I'll have you explain a little
Hmm.
bit because you're gonna go into
Yeah.
Joel. So on the field, why would you say he's on the field?
So Joel's obviously our captain. He's been a
Yeah,
captain for 2 years, and I just love the intensity put in everything. That's how I am. That's how I want everybody to be on the field. He just gives everything you have every second of the game, and I don't know. That's something I
yeah.
really like.
Okay, and then Diego.
Diego's just
Obvi-
Diego's been my roommate since my freshman year. He's the first guy that I like talked to, and
Yeah, yeah,
we've been living together for the past 3 years. And he's a very funny guy and
yeah.
a very nice guy to be around. So I'd probably
Awesome.
say that.
All right. Second question is, what is the hardest practice drill?
Does it have to be with a ball?
No, it could be conditioned if
Or
you guys want
fitness
to.
test? Or fitness test is very hard, but
Are you guys
you're
going
gonna
like
make it.
suit like from the 18 back? Like, what are you
It's
guys doing?
120 yards, so it's a full football field. So it's 10 sprints, 2 sets of 5. So you'd start, you gotta get at the end line in 15 seconds. You got 45 to come back, 16:44, 17:43, 17:43, 18:42. Yeah, it's pretty hard. And then you take a 2 minute break and you start again.
Yeah.
That thing like kills people.
Do you get people throwing up or
Oh
like?
yeah, a lot. Like maybe so when we're like
Man,
30 guys on the roster, the first day, maybe 10 of them passing, and then some of them just never do because it's really hard. You gotta like
yeah,
it makes the morning of on the line, it's like dead silent. You
yeah.
gotta hear a cricket. Everybody's so nervous. Yeah. I'd say it's probably the hardest drill.
It was just locked in.
Yeah.
All right. Next question for you is, what has been your favorite road trip that you've been so far here, Weston?
Ooh.
Doesn't have to be just this past season, like just in general.
Yeah. Um Gonzaga.
Gonzaga.
Yeah,
Okay.
we went to Washington, Spokane in Washington last year, last fall.
Yeah.
And the whole experience was just very nice. It was really far from here. I'm not used to like flying to go to
Yeah.
games, so it was very nice. The place was beautiful, and at that time, Gonzaga, I just came back from a road win against number 9 Seattle University, so they
Yeah.
were like really hyped to play us because they were just really hyped to kill us at
Yeah.
home. And there was a lot of people at the game, and we got the win. We
Yeah.
beat them 3-2 in the last 10 minutes of the game. So
Okay.
just the whole experience was
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
a vibe. It was really nice.
Heck yeah. That's awesome. All right. Next question is, what's your favorite pregame song? So, what song is getting you hyped before a game? Like, what are
Okay,
you putting in the headphones?
Fran Trap.
French
Yeah,
rap.
it gets me going. I don't know. It just gets me in the right mood.
So, like, what are some French rappers we should be on the lookout
Mm,
for?
Oh, French rapper or French song? Which one do you
Both,
want?
yes, both. Yeah,
Okay, so I'm a big fan of Tiakola. His name is. I don't know. It's a vibe. And then
yeah.
French songs. Bolide Allemand. Shout out all my French people that are gonna watch this. Great song to put in your playlist. So Bolide Allemand, um, Dolce Camara, all those songs are just like mainly those two. I can listen to them on
Yeah,
repeat, and
yeah.
it just gets me hyped.
Okay, so I gotta add that to my playlist
You
then to
should. I'll
get
show it to
locked
you
in.
after. I'm
Yeah,
telling.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, we'll put in a quick snippet so then some of
I'm
our
telling
listeners
you.
can hear it a little bit. All right, awesome. The next question for you is what's one word you would use to describe Western?
Western community. I
Elaborate
think.
on that. Yeah. How do you?
Yeah, I think, it's a small town, but the community here is beautiful. It's not something I've never experienced before. Everybody's close together. Everybody like hypes the athletes up. They try to help them. Like if you walk around with an athlete shirt just in the store, people will come up to you, talk to you, and they're actually interested in your game. They're like, "Oh, okay, when's your next game? Saturday? Okay, we'll try to go." And I'd say, yeah, community. It's a very tight community in Macomb. That makes
That's
it really
awesome.
nice.
Yeah, and I think like um for me from the obviously being an athletic admin, like watching you guys, seeing how athletes support other athletes,
Mm-hmm.
like it'll be cool. Like for example, we had a baseball game, these past couple weeks, and you'll see either softball, football, like all sorts of different players
Yeah.
showing up to everybody's game. And I think that's really cool to be around,
Yeah, it's very
that
nice.
community atmosphere. And so with that being said, with the community, how do you think that that community aspect, we kind of touched on it briefly with the chemistry on
Mm-hmm.
the team, but how has that kind of helped you guys build off of or continue to build with the team each season?
I'd say that's a good question. I mean, we just want to do better for everybody that comes to our game. We want to give them a show to watch, and I'd say our alumni are a big part of it. I'd include them in the community. We want to do good for them. They're really very nice to us. They show up to our game to support us. They reach out to us. So yeah, I'd probably say they help us because we want to do better for them.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome to hear. So we're going to switch gears a little bit and kind of dive a little bit deeper into the team aspect.
Mm-hmm.
And so this past season, how was the season? Obviously, um, with you guys, how was the season? Not as a team, but how was the season for you personally? How did you feel at the end of it?
Um, that's a good one. I'd say I felt kind of disappointed in myself. I think I could have done a little better. I think I was expected to have a bigger role in the team, and I think I could have scored more goals. I don't think I was playing at my full potential. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to next season
Okay,
to
for
make it
sure.
right.
Well, you answered my next question because I was going to ask you what do you felt like the biggest challenge is, and so you answered already.
Yeah,
So how do you feel like you're going to continue to improve during this offseason and kind of build?
I'm gonna have the opportunity to play in a good summer team this summer, so like get ready for the season and just, keep working, keep training, keep watching film. I think is a very big part, and those are all gonna help me. Have
For
the,
sure.
I really want to have the best season of my life next year. Get a
Yeah,
ring.
yeah. Heck yeah, get that
Yeah,
ring,
we
get that
need it.
ring.
I
Yeah,
need
yeah.
it.
Awesome. Then for you, obviously we asked you like the best road trip, but for you, what's been the best memory of this season, this past season that you're gonna remember for the rest of your life?
Um, I'd probably say our win against Lindenwood at home. It was the last game of regular season. We hosted. It was at home, so it was really nice.
Yeah.
We had a decent amount of people showing up. And then we played Lindenwood, which at the time was the conference champion. I think if they weren't undefeated, they were like maybe 12-1 or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
And we needed that win to clinch a spot in the playoffs, and we beat them 2-0. And the chemistry on the field at that day, everything was just
just
working.
clicking. Yeah.
I don't know why.
Prime Barca.
Actually, just every touches, every passes was
Yeah.
crisp, was nice. We were moving it. Yeah, I don't know. That was probably my
Just
best
the
memory.
stars aligned, everything,
Yeah,
tiki taka, boom, boom,
it
boom.
was a great day for us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Awesome. And so this leads me to my last question for you about the team. But what's special about this team? Obviously, you every year the team looks a little bit different.
hmm
But going into this next season, for you, what do you feel like is special about this team coming in?
I'm very proud of the mentality and the core of our team. I think everybody is on board with what we want. It's nothing less than a ring, nothing less than just going to the playoffs and win it and get a regular and postseason champ. And I think everybody's willing to put the work in and is ready to work really hard to get to the point. And that's probably our biggest strength right now.
For sure. And so how do you feel like with you being one of the guys that have been here for a while, how do you
hmm
feel like it falls on your shoulder to kind of be that leader?
hmm
Following examples like, Captain Joel.
I don't know. I just try to show a good example and then hopefully inspire, at least give a little pathway to the younger guys that are here and that are coming in, just to like basically just lead off of example for them and
For
show
sure.
them what we need to do to achieve the next level.
Awesome. Well, Xavier, thank you so much for being part of the podcast. We do have one more question for you.
I'm there.
And so with this question, we're gonna have you look at the camera.
Okay.
And so the last question is, what message do you have for your fans and also the Leathernecks soccer fans that have been supporting you guys throughout the season, has been supporting you? Like what message do you have for them?
Thank you guys. We really appreciate the support. When you guys are there, you guys are loud. We're really appreciative of everything you do, and we're gonna do everything we can to bring that ring home next year to Macomb.
Heck yeah. Bring that ring to
Uh-huh.
Macomb. I like that. I love the confidence. I love that. Everything you brought up about, striving to push the end. I think you guys,
Mhm.
you guys have the pieces to really do that and that
I
chemistry.
truly think we do.
And so awesome. Thank you again for being a part of this.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
Appreciate
the
you.
invite.
Awesome. Break. Sick.
That was fire. That's fire.
All right. How do you feel like you did?
Like a pot. I mean, I was talking,
Yeah, no,
so
I thought
I
you were
liked
good.
it.
Yeah, I got no complaints. Cool, calm, collective.
I liked it. It's a nice idea.